Hello, Cam.
Good morning.
What is good in the morning?
Okay.
All right. So, how's your weekend?
Uh, I think not good when all day and the weather really wet.
Because it keeps on raining. But we are still lucky here in this parts, right?
Yeah.
Because we're experiencing wet weather, but we are more lucky than other people. I think in many parts of the world, in the middle of Vietnam, and also in some part of the Philippines, because I guess worst happened to them.
Mm.
So it also limits your activities. I don't think so. I think Vietnamese, whether it's raining or not, they still continue their work. I think it's only you.
Yeah, I think so.
So come, I've heard, I don't know because I haven't read also on the news. I just heard from a student that I guess right now they said, from what I understand, right now it's very easy to be affected or be infected with a virus than before. Have you heard it?
Mm, I'm not sure about that. When many other countries virus really come back. But in my country, everything have been controlled really good, and I don't think virus either can affect us with me. Yeah, I think so.
Wow. So you really trust. You have so much trust. Wow, that is amazing. So I haven't fully read your homework, yes, because we're a bit busy, and so I told myself to really sleep every night now. That's why. So today, Cam, we are going to talk about duty. Okay, so what do we mean by duty, Cam? Do you know what does it mean?
I don't understand.
Duty. The word duty. Do you have any idea what is it?
I take duty on Google, and I think that's the uh, 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 I can't describe the mean for you understand.
You can give as an example. For example, what is your duty as a father?
Uh, yes, I think the duty of father is protect his family and uh, sure sure about the life quality of family. Yeah, I think so.
So you already know what's a duty. So can you tell me what is duty?
um, Maybe that is uh, one mission of people when doing something like
Mission.
poli- as a police. They have to protect the safety for our society. Yeah, I
They
think
have
so.
to ensure the safety of our society. So it's not actually a mission because you are not a superhero, okay? So you don't have a mission. Are you Batman? Are you Superman? If you are, you can use that as mission. But actually, duty is the same word as responsibility.
Mm.
It is synonymous to the word responsibility. So every one of us has different responsibility. We have our own duty. Okay, it just varies differently. Either you are a father, you're a mother, even kids, they have responsibilities or they have duties. Okay, so as citizens in the world, a citizen in Vietnam, Cam, do you know what is your beauty? What is your duty as a citizen in Vietnam?
Uh, the citizen,
Right.
I think the main duty of Vietnamese people is to create many values for our country and pay tax for
Mm.
our government. I think so.
Yeah, it is a duty of of a citizen to pay taxes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's already 5:06. So I guess we have to start now. We have here example. The question is, of course, what is the duty of a policeman? So we will be talking about different professions, different kinds of job today, and as much as you can, you have to tell me what are their duties or what are their responsibilities. For example, what is the duty or the responsibility of a policeman? So you can answer it this way. Everybody knows the policeman is supposed to protect people and property. He tries to bring justice to people's lives by solving crimes. But I'm sure prevention is even more important than solution, since it's usually too late to make up the damage after it's done. So it's not only that you are going to say the duty or the responsibility, but you are also going to talk about the positive aspect or the negative side of that profession or of that job. Okay? So, for example, in this one, the writer said that the main responsibility of a policeman is to protect people and property. Okay? And the policeman needs to bring equality, okay, and solve crimes who killed that person. But according to the writer, there is also a negative, aspect of being a policeman because most of the time, police comes late to the scene. Most of the time, the criminal already killed a person. Okay, the
Yeah.
victim already died before they will come up. So that is the problem of that. So it's better that they are going to solve when we say prevention, solving the problem, okay, before it happened. All right? So just try as much as you can. Let's go to number one. What do you think is the role of a scientist or the duty of a scientist?
Scientists, that is the person who can research many new things like new material for uh, um, industry, new mm, I think new technology for improve the efficiency of job in our society. And I think the scientists are really important when they can change the way we working and create many values for our society. For example, when the coronavirus, many people have been killed by virus, and nowadays the scientists find out the vaccine for anti the virus, and that is the good thing for many other people. And when the news the scientists find out the virus, the stock market really booming, and many companies invest many money and create many jobs when they hear the good news from scientists. I think so.
So you mean before the coronavirus, the economy is booming? That's
Hmm?
what you mean?
My
I
mean,
didn't quite
uh,
get that.
okay, my mean is when the scientists find out the way can avoid or antivirus, the market really happy and many companies really invest more money and create many jobs for our society, and that is the best way to support our society from scientists.
Hmm. Okay. I didn't get it really. So, what do you think is the greatest invention that the scientists have ever made in our life?
Um, Let me think. At that time, I still not think about invention of scientists. Um, but I think the car that's either mm, the invention of scientists, and that's support many people in our society when they more safer and more efficiency in their job. I think so.
Okay, so they are safer and efficient. That's it.
Mhm.
So let's go to number two. How about bodyguard? What do you think is the duty or responsibility of a bodyguard?
Mm, Any word?
Guard, it means to protect. Body, to
Uh,
protect the body.
like a security person.
Yes.
Okay. Um, Actually, I don't have any experience when I protect by other people. So I think bodyguard nowadays thus used for the very important person, and
Definitely.
yeah, and like singer, the famous singer or famous actress. I
Mhm.
think so. They
Yes.
really need protect from them, and they can sure about the time and the time of VIP person and can avoid the crowded, really crowded. I think so. I don't know.
So yeah, actually you are right. Bodyguards are not intended for public, okay?
Mm,
Bodyguards are for privates and they are usually for high profile people in the society. So when we say high profile, those are people who hold a very important position in the country, such as
mm,
the president or the prime minister. So I don't know, maybe it's also the same in Vietnam. If you are someone who is working under the president, you will have what you will have PSG. So PSG is what we call presidential security guard or what we call bodyguard. So it's also like the president in US. So my friend before, she has having difficulty in going to work in Hanoi because Donald Trump
mm.
visited, right? Donald
Yeah,
Trump visited Hanoi. I don't know when was that. And she cannot go through in that area, and she always pass that area whenever she go to his work because there's a lot of police every day for I don't know how many months was it. So she was always late. So
yeah.
yeah, that's the work. But you know, the bodyguard is just for singers. It's just usually one, two, or three, just securing them from paparazzis. When you say paparazzis, those are fans of the actor or singers who really like them. That's it. But maybe we cannot experience this one. Yeah, but I experienced this when I worked under the president in the Philippines because I worked in the national government before. But you know, when you have this, it will not be known to people that, oh, for example, you work in the government camp and they will give you a bodyguard. You should not tell people, oh, I have a bodyguard. Yeah, that's my bodyguard. You cannot tell it to them. It's like a secret.
Uh,
Okay, so let's go to number three, firefighter.
Firefighter, that also the men can protect many company before avoid the fire. In my country, the firefighter really important when they can reduce the fire and support many other in safe. But in some big city like Hà capital or Ho Chi Minh City, firefighter really difficult when they have to um, in their duty because the road really crowded and really difficult for they can move
Mm.
faster and reduce the fire in some place. I think so.
I don't know. I don't want to like have burning buildings, right? But I think I don't know in Haizong, are there always like burning buildings or houses here? I just heard few times. Not unlike in the Philippines, I always hear the sound of the firefighters truck or bus. There's a lot of burning buildings, especially in Cebu City, to where I'm working. Like because I told you they want to get their insurance when the building will be burned. And in the Philippines, one of the highest paid profession are actually firefighters. So some of my friends they say, "Oh, it's better to be a firefighter because I have a very big salary." Because it's also difficult and dangerous. Is it the same here in Vietnam?
Um, I don't think so. In my country, and especially in Hải Dương, uh, in in the past, there are some fighter, there are some fire building, but when everything done, uh, at that time, firefighter will appear. I don't know why. And sometimes the citizen really very depressed about them and about government service because everything really late. Yeah.
I think it's the same with policemen. When a crime happened,
Mhm.
I think I know what is the problem. Because these people are not on standby. Because we call them whenever something happened, right?
Yeah.
And of course, they don't have superpowers that they can go there in a flash or in a second, in a split second. For example, hey, there's a fire here, please come here, and then they can just be there. So that is why it said that prevention is better. So we need to like prevent or like stop it from happening, or else all the firefighters and policemen must stay outside and be on the lookout most of the time so that people will no longer call them, oh, there's a fire. Because if they see a fire, they will be just there. But I guess it's not like that. So maybe we can find ways on how to improve that. It's the same even in the Philippines because we will just call the firefighter whenever there's a fire, right? So when the firefighters come in the house, yeah, there's no house anymore. That's that's actually the reality. And can you blame the firefighter with that? I guess, in my opinion, no. Maybe the police. We can blame them because I think the police can be stationed outside. Okay, so let's go to number four, Cam. Pilots.
Pilot. Mhm. Pilot. That's if the person can drive a plant, and the main
Plane.
responsibility they have to sure about the life and safety of many people on the airplane. And nowadays, many people talk about the pilot. That is a good job in our society when they can travel many country on the world and they can earn a lot of money. But in fact, this job really stressful, and sometimes pilots really feel really tired and they don't want to become uh, pilots when they have to working many hours per day on the airplane, and that's really stressful for them. I think so.
How do you know? How do you know? Do you know a pilot or were you a pilot before?
Yes, I have some opportunity talking with them, and
Oh.
they say really cheerful. And in the first time, they thought that is a good job, and many other people really wish become one day they to be a pilot.
Mm.
But when they become a pilot, the job really stressful and tired. Yeah.
Yes, I understand because when we talk about like being a pilot is like, oh wow, it's like a very prestigious kind of job, right? It's
Mm.
like a flight stewardess. Many of my friends and relatives, they wanted to be a flight stewardess. It's like the people who takes care of you when you are inside a plane. But yeah, I don't know. Many flight stewardess right now lose their job. Yeah, because of the pandemic. And up until now, come I still couldn't understand. I still couldn't get it. How can the pilot drive on air? I mean, yeah, there is science, but as for me, I couldn't still quite get it how it happened. And I think a pilot is also like the captain of a ship, right? I can understand more about the captain of a ship than the pilot. Yes. So they should never abandon or leave the passengers because they are the one who's directing their destination. So the number one thing that they should do or the responsibility is to bring the passengers to their destination safe and sound. That's
Mm.
it. Let's go to number five, doctor.
Mhm. Doctor, doctor. I think doctor also the most important job in our society when the doctors can save many lives of people and to make many other people have a better life when they face with the disease or ills. So, but in my country, there are many problems around the doctor when many people have to pay a lot of money for them, but they don't have any uh, receipt like Bible, like right for doctor.
What's
I
that?
can, uh,
Like it's the prescription?
um,
Prescription?
right. When
It's something that
if
the
some
doctor give you.
um, they have to uh, and I think the citizen concerned about the doctor nowadays when they just They think about this off for earning money and don't care about the main responsibility is save the life of many people. Yeah, I think so.
Yes, I think I understand something from what you said, Kang. Like when you are a doctor, your main responsibility is actually to save a person's life and to make a person well or better. But yeah, I think many doctors of today, that is why many sick people are not getting well because they are also making it as a profit. I mean, we should differentiate everything. Maybe if you're a salesman, I would agree with you if you will try harder just to earn a profit, right? If you are on in the marketing, sales departments, I would agree with you if you do that. If you really will do everything just to earn a profit, because that's your responsibility. But I think if you're a doctor, for me, in my opinion, if you're a doctor, it would be a sin or it would be a crime not to aim the wellness of the patient, but to aim about the profit. It's because you wanted to get more. And your main goal now is not to really make the person well or okay, but your main aim is for you to have a lot of money. I know a lot of doctors in the Philippines, they give a lot of prescription. You already know what's prescription.
The same with the bribe.
Bribe? No. A prescription is something that the doctor will give you. It's like a piece of paper, and you are going to buy that in the pharmacy or drugstore.
Actually, yeah.
And they will ask you to buy too much drugs or too much medicine, which you actually don't need because they have commission or percentage from the pharmacy.
Mhm.
So I think it's better to drink natural or herbal medicines than to buy drugs or medicines from pharmacy. Yeah, that's a reality. So how about lawyer? I asked Vietnamese people, and they said lawyer is not really popular in Vietnam.
I don't think so. Maybe 5 years ago, Neuer really they are not Neuer in our society. But nowadays, and especially in the big city, there are many Neuer, and they really support for the many companies and many private people. That's I think nowadays the divorce really raised really high, and many lawyer really earned a lot of money when the richer people divorced. Yeah, and nowadays also there are many company they interested with the law and they really need support from lawyer. So I can easy to find out one lawyer for support me in law. Yeah, I think so.
All right, because I've heard, I don't know if it was your group before that a lawyer is not that popular, not that common in Vietnam, because in the Philippines, lawyers are, if pilot is a prestigious job, then lawyer is also a prestigious job in the Philippines.
Yeah.
There's not much money if you work privately or if you work in public, but wow, a lot of people are really admiring you. They will really admire you if you are a lawyer. But nowadays, lawyers have been killed. If you are a lawyer, you need to get ready. You need to be prepared that maybe if you are defending these people or this person, you will be killed by your
Mm.
opponents. Yeah.
Wow.
And I was discouraged. I talked to a mayor in our city before. You know what's a mayor, right?
mm,
When I was in
mayor.
the Philippines, yeah, I was very active. And then, of course, I talked to one of the mayors in the Philippines, and he asked me if there is something that I still want to do. And yeah, when I was a child, I wanted to be a lawyer, and until now, I still want it. And I told him, and he said, "Oh, the lawyers make our world so messy. They are the one who make it messy." Oh my God. I was so disappointed
Mm.
by that. Yeah, but that happened a long time ago. All right. So how about you, Cam? Because when we were young, there are common profession that we want, like policeman. We didn't think about becoming businessman, writers, right? Before when we were young. I don't know, in your generation. Because in my generation in the Philippines, we just usually think about common profession like being a doctor, being a teacher, being a police, being a lawyer, being a nurse, like that. How about you? What was your dream job when you were a kid?
Um, in my family, my son really want to become a firefighter. Yeah, and some
Maybe.
yeah, he really want to become a police. But in my case, I never thought about one day I become a police or firefighter. And when I was a child, sometimes I think maybe I like become a lawyer. And the main major in lawyer I really want to learn is major in business. Uh, Maybe I have been affected by some Korean film before. Maybe.
Korean film?
Mm,
Can you still remember what was the title of the film that you've watched?
the I don't remember.
Lawless,
The first
lawless lawyer.
the first love. I think so. From Korean talk about uh two brother. When the older brother left the girl, she really rich, but they can become a couple, and then younger brother become a lawyer, and he anti the her companies. I just remember so.
Why do you
Yeah.
always say auntie? Stop using that.
Avoid. Mhm.
Against
Against, yeah.
or oppose. Yeah, there are many words oppose or against
Again.
the company. Oh, maybe that's a very old Korean drama.
Mm.
Maybe in your time, not in my time. Yeah, but actually, that's why I like Korean drama. Actually, I really don't like K-pop. Maybe I like some K-pop because of the meaning, but I really like Korean dramas because it has a very deep message to society. Yeah, I also watch a lot of Korean drama and it talks about laws in the society, unfair justices like that. Yeah. But in your case, it's still the same because you still want to have something in connection with business. You are really business minded. All right, let's go to number 7, and that's professional athletes. So, you know what are professional athlete, right?
Mm.
What do you think are their responsibilities or their duties? Do they have?
Mm, I think nowadays there are many people uh, working in the gym, and they also call the PT, maybe the personal training
Trainer.
and trainer. they support for many people become stronger and healthier. And I think that's the new job, thus appearance in our society about 2 or 3 years ago. And there are many younger people really want to be a PT in many gym rooms. I think so.
No, it's PT is actually different from professional athlete. Professional
Mm,
athletes are like Ronaldo and Messi, Kobe Bryant. They play, but that is their work. It's their profession.
mm. Maybe I don't
So,
understand.
yeah, for example, I play chess, okay? But I'm not a professional athlete when it comes to chess. Why? Because I don't work or I don't do it as a living. I mean, I don't earn money by playing chess. But before, the Russian president Vladimir Putin is actually a professional athlete when it comes to chess because before he earns a living by playing. It's like Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a professional football athlete because he earns a living by playing football.
Oh, okay. Athletes. Mm,
Athlete are sports person. I'm just athlete, not athlete.
athlete. Athlete. Maybe in many country really rich, the athlete really can really earn a lot of money in the sport. But in my country, I think there are many people really feel difficult when they want to become a professional athlete because the environment in our country not good for they focus on the main sport and become richer in that sport. So that's why many athletes they have to retire really soon and find a new job after they retire from sport.
I guess it's the same with many other countries' scams. So for like different kinds of sports, it your salary actually for being a professional athlete depends on how popular that sport is. Okay, so the highest paid sport is actually football. Okay, so I think the richest athlete is one of Ronaldo and Messi. I've read an article about that, the highest paid athletes, but I forgot. Yeah, the highest paid is Roger Federer, and he is a footballer. The second is Cristiano Ronaldo,
Mm,
still a footballer. And the third is Lionel Messi, still a footballer. Number five is LeBron James, and LeBron James is a basketball player. If we notice, it's only football players and basketball players who have a lot of money.
mm. Yeah, sometimes when I saw the net income of many famous people on the world and in the athlete, I feel really boring when every day I saw many younger people in the Baikang Lake. They
Mm.
have to practice things very difficult, but the pay for them really low. And maybe I just think they practicing every day so hard because the passion, uh, not because the earning money. I think so.
Yeah, that is good to think about that. That you start something because you are passionate about it, and it's not because you earn you want to earn money. Let's hope about it. Okay, let's go to number eight, weatherman.
Weatherman. What does this mean?
It's a person who has to tell what is the weather, if there are storms coming, if it's sunny today, if we will experience rain tomorrow. It's like the weather forecaster.
Weather forecast.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I don't have any idea about this job. And nearby, recently, I heard about many concerns of people about the weather forecast in my
Mm.
country. When the everything they offer uh, also fail in many times, and that's why many other people in my country really concerned, and they don't believe on the weather forecast. And I don't know what is the problem and why the problem happening with my country. But I think maybe the technique not good and uh, weather forecast that's really difficulty because everything they offer us is gas.
I guess in my opinion it's not because the weather forecaster don't have the ability to tell what's the weather. I think it's because of climate change. We cannot, yeah, we cannot actually accurately detect, or we cannot accurately foretell what is the weather for the next coming days. We can just guess. It's just a sort of guessing. Well, it's also a problem in the Philippines because like what happened now, there's a very big flooding that happened, Cam, in the Philippines, and we don't know that it will happen. But it's not because of the typhoon. It's because
Mm,
of the dam. You know what's a dam?
no.
A dam is a place where they store a lot of water. They store a lot of water in that place, and then they need to release a lot of water because the dam will explode. I don't know if you will get that. Yeah, I will let you see a picture of a dam. Dam, dam, dam. It's like cursing in English. What is a dam? A hydraulic. So most of the time, we use dam for our electricity. This one. Do you see it?
Uh, yeah.
Yep. So this is an example of a dam. So in a country like Philippines where a lot of people are mining for gold and it is an agricultural land because dams are used for electricity to provide electricity. It's what we call geothermal power, and this will also help agricultural lands,
Mm,
and also it provides water to mining. You know, when you look for gold, yeah. So this is one of the reason why there's a very big flood in the Philippines right now, and it's not because the weather forecaster didn't accurately tell what's the weather. Yeah. So what I
uh,
mean is that there's a lot of changes in our environment because of climate change and global warming, right? So we already know that even for example, it's summer but suddenly it rained and it's very cold. It's because the weather is changing drastically. There's a very drastic change in the weather. That's the reason.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we need,
Uh,
yes, Kak.
Recently, I hear a news from the government officer. They told us many weather forecast are really wrong because virus. When there are many plants uh, have to can land off by virus, and the weatherman can't take the information from the plane because on each airplane we also have many uh, machine to uh, gathering the information from weather in each plane. So that's all information gathering and send the weather forecast, and they can research that. So when the virus came, many plan have can plan off. So that's why the weatherman really lack of information from the weather. So that is also the main reason. That's why many guests from many foretell really wrong. And I think maybe that's true.
Yes, but I think even though there's a virus, the weather forecaster should still do their work because actually it's one of the most important duties in the world, right? But yeah, I can't understand what you said about why they need to cancel monitoring. Why do they need to cancel monitoring the weather? Because there's a virus like that. I cannot understand that. Hmm. So hopefully we are going to have an upgraded gadget to really accurately tell what is the weather and to quickly tell the weather forecaster if there are changes in the weather. I hope that it will happen because, for example, for earthquake, we cannot actually measure or we will not know if an earthquake will occur, right? I don't know. In the Philippines, we still don't have the gadget to tell if there is an earthquake. So I hope in the future that we are going to have an upgraded or a very advanced technology for us to help monitor the right weather.
Mm. My business related a lot to the foretell from weatherman, and
Really?
especially in the fall, because if they can tell about exactly the temperature of this fall, I can make many costs and sell out a lot of clothing to keep to support many people keep warm in the fall. But all the time, they just foretell wrong, and I don't believe that. So that's why I have to keep the quality of clothing really know and keep everything in the safety. Yes, that's why
Correct.
I don't like the weatherman. Uh,
So you should not think about of being a lawyer now, Cam. You think of being a weather forecaster or a weatherman
mm,
because the weather greatly affects your business. Okay, let's go to the ninth profession, and that is politician. What do you think are the responsibilities?
politician, politician.
President, the prime minister.
I think politician really important when they can uh, when they can lead election to become to be better. And actually, I don't have any knowledge about politician, so really difficult
Politician.
for politician for I can understand about their responsibility. But I
Politicians.
hope uh, they should to put the benefits of their observation uh, to be first. I think so.
I know that many people come. They want to serve, like they want to serve their countrymen. Like when they want to be a president, yeah, I think their goal is really true, and they really wanted to help people. But when they're already in the position, it's very difficult for them to do what they want. So sometimes we kind of understand why some politicians are doing these things. So when you want, or when you decide to want to become a president in a country, or a prime minister, you need to die. Yeah, and to face many people who will be against you. So I've watched this video, Cam. I want you to know where where does the word politics came from. Okay, so the root word of politics, it came from the Greek word. Okay, so it means blood sucking animals. That is the origin of the word. Yeah. So from the meaning, we already know why politicians are like that. But of course, I think, as for me, the number one goal, or the number one responsibility of politicians is actually to create an equal opportunity to everyone. Soldiers and policemen are there to protect its people, as what they say. So politicians should create a law or rules where there is equality to every people in the society. Okay, and they should create a law where it is very easy for each citizen or each people to access education, access health, and maybe food. Yeah, I remember the government has three responsibilities. To number one is to provide safety to its people. Number two is to provide education. And number three is to give people an easy access to health. Yeah, I remember that because I studied governance before, but I cannot remember everything. I
Ah,
just remember three responsibilities of government. Okay, so let's go to number 10, magician.
uh, magician, like a fortune teller.
I don't know. They're different. A magician is a person who always do a trick. They always do a trick like, can you see this? Oh, it's gone. Like that. They will do a trick. So I guess it's different from a fortune teller. Magician, they usually entertain you, but a fortune teller will not entertain you. It will give you problem because they will say that maybe the next few days you will die. Just kidding. Magic, from the word magic, they are going to create magic so that you will be amazed. For example, they are going to make rabbit from the rose. You get it? They will show you a rose, and they will show you that they are going to make the rose into a rabbit.
I can't get.
They will turn a rose, a flower, into
Mm,
an animal.
mm, magician.
Magician. Magic tricks. Think twice. I will show you some magic tricks. Oh, okay. Just short.
Like Harry Potter.
Yeah,
Ah,
you understand?
okay, I understand. Yes, the magician, like the people can showing some special skill in front of the audience on the stage.
It's not really, I don't think it's a special skill. Just kidding. Okay, that's your opinion.
mm, okay.
So, do they have a responsibility, Kang? What do you think are the responsibilities of the magicians? Do you think they,
I think David Copperfield that is the best on the
huh?
board, and
Who?
mm, uh, David Copperfield. If I
David.
David Copperfield, right? Mm, that is the best famous magician on the world. And I saw some program from him, and I really like that. But I don't understand why he can do that. And
Oh,
many other episodes try to introduce how he can do, but really difficult for I can understand. Yeah.
but you yourself, Kam, do you believe in magic, in
I
tricks?
don't believe that is a special skill for hiding something and to make mistake from audience. I think so.
To make mistake?
Mm. Misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding. I guess I will believe in fortune tellers than believing in magicians. How about you?
I don't think about magician either people like actors when they showing some special skill on the stage. Yes, and for entertainment and not so about the many other really important like fortune teller.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, so it's fine. That is your opinion about that. I actually don't believe in magicians. How about judge? What do you think are their responsibilities? So you understand judge work, right?
Mm, yeah, I think I understand about judge. That is the most important when they can tell about one people mm, have to be prison or freedom. I think so.
Be free and be imprisoned.
Mm, yeah.
So a judge is very important in deciding your future.
Mm,
If you're a criminal,
yeah.
you should get the favor of a judge. So many judges are not perfect also come. I mean,
Mm,
they will base their decision on the evidences and the proof that your lawyer will present. So it's very important to be critical, to be a critical thinker when you are a judge. How about comedian?
comedian. Comedian like actress to
We
make
have
every people become funny,
laugh.
laugh.
Mm.
Uh, comedian, comedian. Um, I really like watching some program when the comedians uh, actress um, acting uh, because I can because nowadays they can uh, show the many problem in our society by the acting really funny and to make many other people to feel uh, reduce stress when they saw a problem in our society. Uh,
Mm.
I don't think so.
I believe in that. How about you? Do you think that when you feel stressed, you can just watch a comedy show and then you will laugh with the comedian and then your stress will go away?
Yeah, I think so. You support me
Yes.
a lot.
Wow. Do you have a lot of comedians in Vietnam camp? I guess Vietnamese people are, in my opinion, okay, Vietnamese people are naturally serious. That's my opinion.
Really funny, and there are many famous comedians like Tự Long, Sơn Bắc, um, Vân Dung. They really famous in the comedian. Yeah,
I know a Vietnamese comedian. Yeah,
mm,
I don't know because my Vietnamese friend told me, oh, it's not a good actor. Maybe not good actor for them because he is a comedian.
mm.
Yeah, I don't know what's his name, but I will show you and tell me what's his name. This person or this comedian, you know him?
Trường Giang.
Is he very famous in Vietnam?
Uh, yeah,
Oh,
Trường
yeah,
Giang,
because
really famous actor.
I watched that movie of him, and then after that, I researched about his movies because I laughed when I watched his movie. But my friends, my friends in Hamba Village told me, oh, they don't like the actor. I said, I don't
Yeah.
care.
Uh, in my country, there are different way between the comedian in the north of Vietnam and in the south of Vietnam.
Oh,
In the north of Vietnam, they make other people become funny by the thing really hide under their speaking.
hmm. Okay, so there's double meaning in what they say.
Yeah, yes. And in the south of Vietnam, they make many other people become funny by their action. Yeah,
Oh.
that's a different way to make other people become funny in the north and in the south of Vietnam.
I think I will pass both in the north and south because I have the action and I can also make people laugh by my words. Yeah. But there is this kind of fun where it's called wit. Okay? Wit is like it's fun not by mocking the face of people. It's like intelligent, being intelligent and you are fun. It's called wit. That's nice. I like that kind of comedy. Okay. So, how about you, Cam? Do you think you have a talent to be a comedian?
Um, Maybe when I am a salesman, I really easy to make my customer become funny. When I post many deep idea under my voice, and that's make me have to uh, thoughtful a lot. And after that, they when they understand about my main meaning, they also funny. Yeah.
Have you watched the film Joker?
Mm, yes, I really like the Home Alone.
You like the film Joker?
Mm.
But Joker is actually, yeah, they said, hear the word Joker, it pertains to a person who always says jokes. But Joker is a very heavy film. Oh my God, the emotions. You need to be a person who is really prepared emotionally when you watch it, because Joker suddenly kills a person in front of many people. Okay. Yeah, let's have actor. Cam, what do you think is the responsibility of an actor?
Actor, that is a person they can show off their emotion or thinking or act, acting on the on the TV or on the stage to give some idea for the audience. And in my country, recently there are many younger actors really talent when they become famous and success in many films. Uh, I think almost the time many people talk about actor, they have to the handsome or beautiful girl,
Yeah.
but nowadays that's not true. When the
Yes.
uh, when there are many people become famous from actor when with the normal face, yes, not handsome and not beautiful, but they can show the emotion really well.
Yes, I agree with you, Kam. So it is really a proof that the beauty of yesterday will not always be the beauty of today. Because it's also the same in the Philippines. There was this time that all actors and actresses need to be physically beautiful and physically good looking. It doesn't matter if they don't have a talent. If that woman is so beautiful, even though her voice is so bad, they will let her sing. And people was, oh my God, because she's beautiful. But yeah, I think I agree with you right now. It is also evolving and it is changing. Like many actors and actresses of today are really good in showing their emotion, but they don't look good, not really good outside. So I guess we are changing also. How about stunt man? You know what is a stunt man? You muted your mic.
Stunt man like people to train the main actor in some dangerous situation like a cascader.
Yes.
I think that is the dangerous job when they are easy to face with the death, and maybe they can earn a lot of money, but really difficult for they can become famous. Because the famous also belong the main actor,
Mm.
not belong cascader.
The fame belongs to the main actor. I was very curious before, Cam, how much does the stuntman's salary? But I don't know, maybe I ended my curiosity without the answer. Because yeah, I think their job is more difficult than the main actors, right? But I stopped asking. How about nurse, Cam? What do you think is the responsibility of a nurse?
Uh-huh. In my country, if you want to become a nurse in a hospital, I think you have to pay about at least for uh, for the management of that hospital. If you really want to become a nurse, and after that, you work in the uh, stress environment with the lower salary about 5 or 6 million dong per month.
Really?
And that's why nowadays many nurses really have to offer the lower service for the uh, for the patient, and that's why many people really concerned about the nurse and about the doctor. But I don't know why there are many younger people really want to become a nurse. Maybe they think when they become a nurse, they can easy to earn a lot of money. And for example, when I take my children to hospital, I have to pay some money like a bribe for the nurse when I
Right.
want to when I want they take care and carefully in the with my daughter. and
Mm,
that's really a bad situation in my country.
I understand. So, maybe not only in Korea because I heard I have a Korean student before come and she's already 65 years old and she wanted to just relax in the Philippines, but her previous hospital called her and wants her to work even though she's already 65 because they lack nurses
Yeah.
and doctors. So I guess I know there are many nurses and doctors in a country, but many of them continue to go abroad, like in the countries of Australia, US,
Mhm.
Canada, because they are not
Uh,
satisfied in our country.
yeah. I think Philippines is the most country with the most nurses on the world. When there are many Filipino want to become nurse and they go to Germany, Japan, and Australia for
US.
become nurse. Yeah. Mm.
Their main target is actually the US because this kind of profession became very popular after World War II when American people went to the Philippines and they took over the Philippines for how many years and they lacked people to take care of the soldiers who are hurt and sick. So yeah, they actually offered many Filipinos free education so that they can freely study nursing and they can go to America. But as of the moment, this kind of profession is becoming a problem, or it's a problem in the Philippines because a lot of nurses do not have work and they will not choose to work in the Philippines because the salary is very low and they will choose to work in the US. And there's a problem that happened during the pandemic because the government said they will not allow nurses and doctors to go abroad anymore. And many of them really are against it or anti, as what you said. But then it creates a very big problem, so the president did not push through it or did not continue it. Okay, Cam, how about soldier?
I think in my case, I really like and respect with the soldier when they spend their younger to protect our country and to protect our safety. I'm really thankful with them. And recently, every people can see the and the middle of Vietnam have been inundation,
Yeah.
and yes, that is the nice, beautiful. That is a beautiful image from soldier, and I really like that. But there are many other people really hate mm, police when they when they take a lot of money from the citizen, like when we have a submission on the road or traffic, we also bribe for the policeman, and that is a bad image, and that's why in my country the soldier really respected by a citizen, but policemen really bad image. I think so.
Yeah. I think I also observed that like soldiers in Vietnam are really like it's a prestigious or a high ranking job or profession in the society. But in the Philippines, both soldier and policemen can be bribed. It's because of the presence of drugs. So drug is a very big problem in the Philippines, and a lot of people believe that military or soldiers are protecting the drug dealers. That's why they can also give bribe. So let's go to poets. You know what is a poet?
Poet. I think that is a person with the emotion changed a lot in a day. Maybe in morning, she or he feel really happy, but in the afternoon, she or he feel sad because their emotion really change. But they can thought many poem really good and to support our life become better. I think so.
Oh my God. So what do you think about poets? They're bipolar. Bipolar is a disease. Like you feel sad this moment and then the next you feel happy. The next you feel sad. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. You have a very wrong impression about poets. Okay, so yeah, we in the world there is a very famous movie before. It's a very old movie, and the title of the movie is Dead Poets Society.
Poet.
Dead Poets Society. Yeah, maybe you will understand more about this one. So there is an English professor, and he worked in a very big school, but that school is very conventional, like very traditional. But this teacher does not follow the traditional way. So a lot of people are telling bad things about him. And he made
Yeah.
a lot of students realize their dreams. So there is this
Uh,
one student come, and this student realizes that he wants to be an actor. But
yeah.
then his father doesn't want him, and then he committed or he killed himself. He took away his life because his father doesn't want him to be an actor. That's it.
Yeah. In my country, the poet really important. And especially in when my country was in the wars.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, the poet, they made many poem and they put or promote the fighter or the soldier
Mm.
to fighter because and protect our country. But nowadays, I think when the market become popular, there are many poets. They easy to make everything because money, and sometimes I feel I can't feel understand the meaning under uh, the poem, their poem. Yeah,
Yes. It's because, that's what I said. It's like book scam. You need to find the right book for you. It doesn't mean that this book is popular. You can read
yeah,
it. But
yeah,
if it's your book, well, you will be able to read and understand it. Different poems and different books have different impression on us. So it's maybe good if we find our own poems, we find our own books. That's good. We should not just follow the famous thing. If this is famous now, yeah, let's follow this. But actually, you are right that poets are very important before because they actually tell what happened during those years. So it means they're very important because they can actually tell us of what happened in history.
mm.
All right. So next is musician.
Uh, musician, I think that is a person can control every musician. Lâu công cụ này,
Lahat.
cụ
Songtong, just kidding.
instrument. Yeah, when they can control many instruments.
They can play, not
Yeah,
control. Are they magicians? Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I think there is magic in music. How about painter?
Uh, painter, painter also the same with the poet, but the different way they when they show their idea on a pen. and the poet so idea on the lyric. I think so. That is different.
Yeah. I believe these three job, being a poet, musician, and painter, it is related to arts and to deep thinking. So number 20, priest.
Priest. I don't know why they want to become a priest because they have to reduce many things in our life, and
Right.
they have to accept a difficult life.
Mm.
And I don't want. That's why they want to become. And in my case, I never thought about one day I am to become a priest, right? A priest, because maybe I can't see the beautiful girl, and
Oh,
I think so.
you can see beautiful girls because there are a lot of nuns. You know what's the nun? The nun are those girls in the church who
Uh,
are, yeah.
yes, if there are many nuns in the church, I really want to become a priest, and I really want to join the same church.
OMG. My goodness. Yeah.
Just kidding.
But I guess you were not able to think about it because you are not in the environment where you will be thinking that, oh, I want to become a priest because you don't have a religion, right? So maybe that's the reason why you were not able to think about it. All right, Cam, do you have any questions for 1 to 20?
Oh, no.
Okay, wow, it's a very loud no. So all you have to do is to answer 21 to 25, okay? What are the
Okay. Yeah.
responsibilities of these professions? So if you don't have question for today, that's it. Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you so much.